cuties. Subscribe.
Hey y'all, I'm out of breath. While we wait on my food to get ready, you can wash my face with me, okay? And then we're gonna talk about some things that I have learned when you go live selling, okay? If you've been thinking about live selling, you need to watch this, okay? Obviously live selling on TikTok, even if you do the Amazon live selling or whatever, just kind of watch this video so you can learn from my experience and get some tips and to encourage you to live sell yourself, okay? As somebody who be scared to live sell, okay? So let's wash our face first. So I've been using, oh Jesus, I've been using this new skincare. It came with the radiant pads. This helps to brighten and smooth skin, but I'm not gonna use it on my face because I'm on medication and that's like an exfoliant and I can't exfoliate my face at this time. So we just use a moisturizer, face wash, and then obviously sunscreen. Real simple, real simple. I definitely need that because I got a few, especially new dark marks, and I've been picking at some stuff. So I'm gonna wash my hands a little bit. So we trying to get everything under control. You know, I'm going out of town and stuff, so I need things to be right. Okay. But yeah, y'all, live selling is not for the weak. I'm just telling you right now. It's just not for the weak, y'all. Like, when I tell you, now obviously I've done live selling before. You know, when I started in 2023 on TikTok, I've done live selling before. I was a little scared then. I'm still scared now. It's so nerve-wracking because it's like all those people on there staring at you, and you gotta basically be a damn spokesperson for whatever product that you're selling. You know what I mean? And you have to really have that confidence and stuff to really kind of go and move forward even when you're nervous, okay? Because it can get nerve-wracking. You don't know how many people are going to be on your live, okay? You don't know if it's gonna be 2 people. You don't know if it's gonna be 3 people. You don't know if it's gonna be 20 people or if it's gonna be 100, okay? You just have to go at it, I think, the same way and be positive and make sure that you are going at it the same. Like I said, it doesn't matter the amount of people, okay? So that's what I learned. Keep that same confidence every time you go live because it's only gonna make your lives better and give you good results. Whether that's a lot of viewers, whether that's a lot of sales, whether that's a lot of people sharing your content, all of that stuff matters when you're on live. I know people don't think it do and they only think, oh, sales is the only good thing from it. No, because people be on there giving gifts, all type of stuff, you know? So you want to just make sure that you're obviously number one, you're trying to be as confident as you can. And with being confident, you want to be optimistic, okay? So you definitely want to be optimistic and go into it. Even when you're nervous, even when you have doubts, you want to be optimistic. So that's what I had learned. I had went live just recently. And when I tell you, I was shaking in my freaking boots. I was shaking in my boots, but I was just thinking like, girl, ain't nobody finna be out here. I don't know why you nervous. Like, they ain't finna push your life. Because I be feeling like a lot of times that TikTok don't be pushing out people's lives. Because it's like it seems like you gotta already have a large following or you have to already be like just sitting on there for a long time. And I had just, mind you, I had did a live before I did this one yesterday, okay? Today is May 7th. Okay, so I did the live yesterday. Well, really, I did it early this morning because it was like 12 in the morning. But no, I started that maybe at like 11 or something o'clock. But anyway, the point is, I had one live a few days before that, and like I was saying, all the stuff I was saying, it wasn't nobody on there and nothing like that. So I'm like, man, this ain't nothing happening. I'm on here for like 30 minutes, you know, and nothing still didn't happen. So I was just like, man, skip this. But something was telling me, girl, go live again. And then, and I you know, you gotta listen to yourself. When you get that feeling, it's telling you to go live to do something, listen. Because a lot of times it's telling you to do that for a reason, to get you prepared, to prepare for success, anything. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna go live again, but I'm gonna pick a different product. Let's go with one of my products that's been kind of selling lately. It's been selling for probably a good year now, you know, now. So I was like, well, let me go on and pick my little popcorn, okay? My popcorn been doing pretty good. We're gonna go on and pick the popcorn. Y'all, get on the freaking live, y'all. When I first got on, I started talking, but I wasn't talking like that. I was just like, hey, you know, and then the people started coming in, y'all. People was coming in. I'm like, okay, some people up in here, like 2, 3, 4 people was coming in. So I'm like, okay, cool. We get some momentum. I kept talking. I'm showing the popcorn. You want to show the product. If you got to put it in their face, put it in their face. And you want to keep talking about the product, okay? Storytelling. That's another thing that I was doing as well. But you have to talk, okay? You have to talk. And I'm telling you this based off of violations that I have got before. You cannot be on live not talking. And if you're not talking on live and you skate by without a violation, you have to be moving. They will violate you if you are not moving as well. So you can't just be like, buy the popcorn, get the popcorn, and not really moving, not really talking. They will give you a violation to where you won't be able to live sell at all anymore. So you got to be on there moving. Okay, yeah, this popcorn is so good. I really, really liked it. Yeah, that's, you know, a lot of hand movements, body movements, something, so the camera, so live knows, TikTok knows that you are actually moving around. You're actually selling the product and stuff. Being loud. I'm not being loud. Take that back. Taking it back. We gonna touch on that a little bit later. But yeah, so you gotta be moving and things like that, because not only does, you know, that save you from a violation, it saves you because it helps you, rather, because it's gonna push out your content to more people. When your content seems very engaging, it's going to keep pushing it out. And what I mean by engaging, like comments, people are sharing your live, people are sending you gifts, people are liking your live. When TikTok sees that, they're like, okay, this live getting a little traction. Let me go on and push her live out. And you know, that's what they started to do. And when I tell you, the numbers just started growing, y'all. I was at 10 people. I was at 20. Child, looked up, I was at like 37. Then I hit like 50. I said, Lord, when I started getting up there as far as like 10, 20s, 30s, I just kept thinking like, I gotta keep going. I gotta keep going, because why would I stop? I'm getting some momentum. This could really be good and big for me, so I gotta keep going. I kept going, nervous and all, you know, people in the comments, even the people, because it's gonna be people. It's gonna be people. You have to prepare for this. It's gonna be people in the comments that want to just make jokes, want to talk about the product, want to try to steer somebody from not buying it. They were saying all kind of crazy stuff in my comments. You can get it at Kroger, Walmart. Mind you, you cannot get this at no Kroger and Walmart. That's just one. That's too much red 40 in that. That's not healthy. What's the ingredients? Just answer all this stupid stuff. So obviously you trying to engage back even with that stuff. I was blocking a lot of people in the middle of the live because I don't play that. I was asking a lot of those questions. I was telling them what the ingredients was and everything. What I've learned, because I don't think they had this when I started live selling back in 2023. They had like it's called a script of whatever product that you're selling. So when I looked on that side, I was able to look at some points about the product, which was very helpful during the live. Like when that person asked me what was the ingredients in that popcorn, I was able to pull that up quickly and say it's soy milk, all this stuff, apple, whoa, whoa, whoa. You know what I mean? So that was helpful. Shout out to TikTok because that is so helpful. And then you talking about, not only you talking about the product, the flavor, you talking about the price. I kept telling people the price, because you know, people gonna always ask you, okay, how much is it? How much is it? How many you get? What's the flavor like? They was asking us, that's what I mean. So be prepared for that. They're gonna ask you the same, because it ain't even probably the same people. It's different people coming in live. They're gonna ask you the same things over and over. You have to be prepared to already be able to be saying stuff over and over. I already knew that. Because again, that wasn't my first live selling. I knew from the very beginning I was going to have to constantly keep repeating myself. So I already went in saying the same stuff. Get this popcorn. It tastes really good. It's hot, cheesy goodness. Get this popcorn. It tastes really good. You don't have to keep repeating it like back to back. You can say it maybe 2 times, then switch and say something different. Switch and say something different, then go back to that same line you said before. You know, kind of mix it in so it don't feel like it's repetitive, but you know it's repetitive. Make sure you get that 3-pack. It's $14. Woo, the woo. You know, I just have to keep going. Thankfully, I was kind of prepared in a way too. I had my drink over there. All that talking, I don't know nobody else. All that fucking talking, your mouth starts to get dry. You get tired, your body is tired and everything. You need to have something to drink and sip on. Okay, the mistake I made just recently was that I didn't take my sip until I was almost finna get off the live. So I was already done for. I was so freaking tired and done for. Baby, I don't know. Okay, so I'm like, no, next time I need to be taking sips all throughout that lab because I don't want to kind of just be parched up there trying to give a whole like freaking presentation or whatever. Another thing that I want to touch on, okay? And it was just like something that I didn't really even notice until people kept calling it out. But again, I feel like that was kind of making it more engaging too. But still in all, I don't want to do that anymore. It was just kind of like I was too loud. Okay. Now remember I was saying be loud, don't be loud. I was loud, y'all. I don't know why. And I think it's because I'm so programmed when I'm doing my videos, how I'm doing with y'all, to be loud. I want you to be able to hear me. You don't need to be loud on live. They hear you. And calm down. And I think I was nervous too, so that made it even worse. Like, y'all, when I say I was loud, I was loud. I was like, yeah, get this popcorn, because you really need to get it now. And you guys, I was loud. They was all in the comments. Why are you so loud? Somebody gonna say, you loud, you finna wake up my kids. Then she gonna say, I'm just playing. But no, like, I was loud. And somebody gonna say, she just excited. And I was excited, but I was nervous too. So I feel like that didn't even really help for real. But yeah, you don't have to be loud. Don't do what I did. But that's because too, for one, I really did want people to hear me. Okay, that's for one. And then for two, I think I was trying to mimic what I see other people do on lives. How they be like loud and moving around and but it's like, you don't have to do that, okay? I feel like that takes a lot more energy from you. And when you're doing live, you need all the energy you can get. Then, don't make another mistake I made. Have a chair nearby or be sitting in a chair. Because standing up doing live, I don't know about you, but I'm going to get tired after a while. I was getting tired. I saw myself leaning over, all kind of stuff. I mean, that's still good as far as movement, but you still need kind of breaks within the live. So make sure you have a chair nearby. I had a chair when I went live before then. I don't know why I didn't grab it again this time. I think because I didn't expect to be on there so long how I was, and I didn't expect it to go well how it did. I had over, I think, 1.2 likes in total, because I looked at my last stats when I was done. Now, I made sales as well, so let's put that out there. I made sales, and I pushed myself even when I didn't want to do it, even when I was scared. I made sales. I pushed myself. Do you know how many people, how many impressions I had, and how many people was on that live? It was almost 5,000 people on that live. It was steady 100 plus people watching and interacting with the live. I got so many followers from that live. I think I had over 20 new followers. I had 27,000 impressions on that live. All of this is going on, and I'm just like, girl, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep doing it, keep doing it. People looking, they was looking. You could think it shows you when they're looking at the product. It tells you when they're adding the product to their cart. It tells you when they purchase the product. And another thing Live was telling me to do, which was very helpful, it was telling me on the screen, shout out the people that's on the live, which is very, very good. You want to reward people and thank people. They don't have to be here on your live with a random person they don't know. I kept throughout the live, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for that live. Thank you for the follow. I was calling people by name. That makes people feel close to you, personal. I'm like, hey, Kiana, thank you, Miss Juicy, like they names of their TikToks and stuff like that. Engaging with them. They made them comment more. We was laughing. We was having fun. We was joking. Even with a few bad apples, what they don't understand is that's building your engagement. So thanks for being on there playing around. You was shooting my live out more and more and more. That's why I had so many people on there. And like I said, I've had that many people on there before years ago when I was first doing it. But I haven't did it like this in a while. So it was just kind of like, well, shut up. Last day broke it after all. Because, you know, I thought that thing was broke. But last night really told me, like, girl, no. It's still alive and it's still working. Okay? But you know what? Another thing, too. And that's why I'm making this video, because I want to encourage other people to get live sale too. Other people like us. I think what was really making myself shoot out too is because you don't really see, I don't know about y'all, but I don't be seeing that many black people or black women going live, doing live selling. No, I don't see that many of us. I maybe one girl I probably saw as of recently, but it's always mostly white people, Hispanic people, all these other people. It don't never really be us for real. So I think that's why it was engaging too, because women like, wow, she's up there selling, putting herself out there. Yeah, putting myself out there, you know, even through the fears, being scared, and, you know, just not really knowing, you know, pretty much all the new things, because they changed live a lot. It's a lot of helpful things on there now for you. It's things that you can put on there to show the discounts, coupons, all kind of stuff on there, you know. But again, the whole point is I want you to kind of take what I experienced, what I've been through, the knowledge I know for so far, and kind of just apply it to yourself. But another big thing, and this is gonna be my last thing because we getting long. Make sure y'all subscribing and liking and sharing this video. Okay, comment down below if you went live selling before, if you agree. Do you want a live sale? Are you scared? You know, just let me know how it was for you. But another thing that I learned too from that live, because again, I was on there for an hour 30 minutes. That may not seem like nothing to you. That's a long damn time to be up here and moving around. Another thing that I learned, y'all, I don't care what nobody say. Anything past an hour, you need a team. You're gonna need that shit was hard. You're gonna need a team. you get fucking wore out. I was wore out by an hour and 30 minutes. I was wore out. I wanted somebody to tap me on the shoulder and say, tag me in, tag me out next. You need a team to be on there, because when you get tired, you can step aside and somebody else can come in and do promote and whatever. And it works, and I'm going to tell you why it works. I've seen it multiple times. Even business, small businesses, big businesses do this. When they're live selling, they don't only have one person on there. A lot of times they got 2 and 3 people on there. So another one can chime in when you're, like I said, when you're already a little tired, when you don't really have much to say, somebody else is chiming in, helping you. Even that, that seafood lady, I forgot her name. She be on there with her sons and I think her husband or something too. Because I think at first she was doing a lot of her lives by herself. But when it became too much, a lot of people on there, a lot of people commenting. You try not to miss the comments, but sometimes you may, depending on how many people are commenting, how many people is on there. Okay, but yeah, she be on there with her whole family, and they be on there juking, sale after sale after sale, because they on there for hours. It's okay to want to get a team. I need me a damn team. So I'm just saying, like, it's not for the weak. It's not to take lightly. And again, you have to follow the rules while you're on there. They will take that live selling from you. And not only that, you want to make sales. That's the whole point of you going on there. You want to make sales. You want to interact. You want to grow your pages. Being on live grows your pages a lot anyway. A lot of times you're going to get followers. You know, and that puts, like I said, it pushes your page out to people. Hey, who is this girl? Let me follow her. My numbers literally changed from that live last night. That live boosted me up. Now my numbers went up on TikTok. So I just want to say that y'all try live selling, even when you scared, even when you don't know what to do, even when you feel like you're not finna make nothing, nobody finna be saying nothing. Get on there. If anything, you need to just still be practicing for when you probably do get a large crowd. Okay, and just interact. And yeah, that's what I learned, and I'm definitely gonna do it again. But I'm gonna, apply my own tips and kind of just be ready. I wasn't ready last night, and this ain't my first rodeo, but it just hit me. Like, I was like, what the heck? But yeah, but that's pretty much it. I just want to let y'all know about live selling and give y'all some tips and everything. But make sure you like and subscribing, and letting people know and commenting, about the video and everything like that. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys later. Love you. Bye.